All right. Hey, everybody. This is Zachary. I'm here just going to show you my Retro Bowl team. Got a couple of things I want to go over with that. But yeah, so you can see here, just have my one save right now. I did purchase premium on a previous save on my old phone, but I lost those saves when I got to my new phone. Don't know how to transfer it over. That's okay. We remember the lost ones. So yeah, here we are. Started off with the Jets. My favorite team are the Tennessee Titans. Been a fan ever since I was a young boy, and so here we are in the AFC East. So got the Jets going up against Buffalo and New England and Miami twice a year. Always love beating New England. Had a pretty good year so far, leading the conference at the moment. Been playing on Extreme. Really enjoy the challenge of that. It is hard. Always have to make sure your defense is on point, and it really helps to have good quarterback and receivers. So I like to, try to increase my salary cap as much as I can. So you can see there, I've increased it this year. I did it in the middle of the year, getting ready for next year. Going to have some contracts go up and probably end up hiring a free agent defensive guy next year is the plan. So anyway, I haven't had a lot of luck in the draft lately, just because you're playing good and you end up getting the dregs of the draft. So I'm going to end up picking up a free agent. Need room in my cap space for that, so that's what I did there. You can see here no CCs purchased in this save. I did do premium, like I said before, in a previous save, but didn't purchase any CCs for this one. So got my schedule so far, had some early games end in nail biters, and was able to pull those off with a last minute drive for each of those. Drove down and scored a 2-point conversion with a little bit of time to go, and my defense held up for the remainder of the game. So was able to pull those wins off in regulation. Ended up not making the win happen there with Chicago. You can see my one loss on the season. Took it to overtime. I threw an awful interception with a few seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and ended up going to overtime. Chicago got the ball first, drove it down, and scored. Heartbreaker of an ending on that one. And you can see down here at the bottom, no restarts. I was trying for a perfect season, but did not get that to go this time. Sadly, been trying for that on this save for a while. Haven't gotten a perfect no restart season, but have a couple of seasons with perfect records, but had some inadvertent restarts. I don't count those. I really try my hardest not to rage quit ever. I've kind of gotten past that point with this. It's just trying to shoot for perfection, and sometimes we don't get it. So yeah, you can see a couple undefeated seasons there. Again, try to play as hard as I can. I have not played on Extreme the entire time. I played on hard for the first probably 2 years, 3 years maybe, and then bumped it up to Extreme once I felt comfortable with my team. Had a lot of fun with this game already. These are the achievements for this current save. Really trying to get that 500-yard game going there for my boy Hendo Cinco. So that brings us over here to the roster. We've got my offense, defense, and love my boy Hendo Cinco. I don't typically rename my players, but I really like the University of Tennessee. I love the current quarterback, Hendon Hooker, and his nickname is Hendo Cinco. So I decided to just name him that, name my quarterback that here. He's definitely, in my opinion, Hall of Famer, at least in this game right here. Hendon Hooker, good quarterback. We'll see where he takes us. But Hendo Cinco, my quarterback, had him. I think I don't remember if I drafted him or if I got him in free agency. I cannot remember that off the top of my head. But gotten a few rings with him. Oh yeah, no, I did get him as a rookie. Drafted him, lucked out on that one, and has really great potential. Um, Love having a guy who can just throw bombs downfield. I don't really care about running with my quarterback. That's not a big deal to me. Running back, Ramon Adeni, really like having a running back. They were nerfed a little while back, but that's okay. They're pretty great now. Decent running back. Catching is not so great. I usually use my running back as a guy to catch dump off passes if my other options have too much coverage. So yeah, Denny's good. Looking over here at my tight end, Deshaun Dowell. I drafted him this year. I like having a tight end. They can help block some. They're steady as far as running downfield, being able to, keep trucking whenever you get some defensive guys trying to make a play on you. And I've got some fun replays to show with my boy Deshaun. So I can post those later. But yeah, got that. Then we got my two receivers. Love them. They're Hall of Famers. Absolutely. Mr. Pepper right here. That's what I call him, Mr. Pepper. You had him since he was a rookie. Great potential. Outstanding player. Great morale. Just an overall good guy. We love Mr. Pepper. He's getting paid as he should be. Then we got Tutu, Mr. Hager. Tutu Hager. Good player. Pulled him out of free agency one time. Definitely somebody that you need a 5-star receiver. If you can get two, like I've got here, which I prioritized receivers over my running back, as you can see with my RB over there. But I really need that deep threat. Need someone who can pop off with that speed. So you can see got speed and decent amount of stamina there. Tutu turned 31 this year. His speed was knocked down 1, stamina was knocked down 1, and I've been able to build that back up over the season. Looking forward, Tutu is probably going to get traded this next year. I hate to say it, but he's starting to get toward the end of his usefulness for me. And as much fun as this game is, you got to make some business decisions. Mr. Pepper, still young, 25-year-old, getting paid on that upper end of what receivers get paid in the NFL and in Retro Bowl. So, great dude, Mr. Pepper is. But yeah, let's go on to my defense. You got my defensive lineman, Creed Donald. Had Creed ever since he was a rookie. And he's one of the few guys that I've been able to actually get Defensive Player of the Year with on Extreme, which is kind of fun. But yeah, dude is a monster. Tons of tackles. A decent amount of sacks. Lots of good plays. Dude's just an overall monster. Don't really want to trade him, but again, probably going to keep him one more year, trade him away after that. So going to be looking in the next year in the draft for a defensive player, defensive lineman. So linebacker, decent guy right there, Joel Randall, 4.5 stars, still fairly young, going to keep him for a while. All right, and then now I've got a couple of carbon copy defensive backs. I've got Lachlan Barron and Marcus Akins, really just identical stats, the same, but their contracts are different. So I think maybe Lachlan Barron had a slightly better agent than Marcus Akins. Looking at these dudes, love looking at their all-time stats. So you can see Lachlan's had 1 return touchdown in his career. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and change this back now. Marcus got injured a while back, and I had to change over for him being the kick returner, but we're going to put him back. Looking at this dude, 5 return touchdowns over the course of his career. I mean, just an absolute beast. Love Marcus Akins. Got 6 rings for him and also for Lachlan. I think I pulled them same year. Maybe one of them was a free agent. One of them was in the draft. I don't remember offhand, but yeah, dudes are beasts. And then we got Derek Dozier, my kicker. I like having a kicker. I know that not everybody does. That's okay. You don't have to, but I do. I really like having a kicker. If you need to pop off that 60-foot bomb to take the win or tie it up so that maybe you can take it up into overtime, yeah, go ahead and get you a kicker. I think that it's worth the cap space. You know, it's a lot of effort getting into it and trying to save up the coaching credits to do that. But yeah, so each of my guys, overall, feel like it's a good team. Not the not the most people you can have on a team, because I've got it where you can play with up to 12 players, but I've got to have that quality over quantity. So, I mean, you can stack up a couple other people in defense, but that's not going to help you. And if you look at what Retrobit Coach posts on Twitter, Reddit, especially the subreddit, if you don't know about it, you should check it out. It's r/Retro Bowl. Just a great community. People are fairly encouraging. Retrobit Coach always knows what they're talking about, and most of the time, people know what they're talking about in the subreddit. So check it out. And see what's going on there. But yeah, so for the defense, you kind of want quality over quantity, and so definitely check out what Retrobit Coach says. Okay, yeah. Offense, I feel is okay to skimp a little bit on the quality, especially with your tight end there. That's okay. Skimp a little bit on the quality there, but gotta have those good receivers. And I personally love having a quarterback who can throw deep bombs, and just get that ball way down the field. But hey, to each their own. If you like to run it with your quarterback, that's fine. Go for it. Yeah, looking at the front office, got I don't really care so much about the condition of the stadium. Training facilities, I would like to put the CCs in, but I'm saving up for some people in free agency, and I need to re-up my actually, no, sorry, I've already re-upped my OC and DC for this next year. So I'm going to be saving up for free agency, though. We need to add a couple of players. Probably going to be trading somebody away soon. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Okay, yeah. Let's go out and check one last thing there. You've got a couple of games left in the season, all of them in my division. I'll be recording the gameplay on that, and hopefully we'll have a lot of fun watching that. Week 16, which I've posted already, you can watch that. It's one of my Christmas games. I usually play New England and or Buffalo in the last couple of weeks of the season with the Jets. And a fun thing that you can do is whenever you switch your uniforms out, the Jets have an all green, and then Buffalo, whenever I get over there, they have a mostly red uniform, or an all red uniform for the rush, and then New England, I think, has a mostly red, not all red, but mostly red uniform. So yeah, we'll look forward to that Christmas game soon. I think that's kind of got it all covered. Let me know if you have other questions. My philosophy, again, is typically quality over quantity, and that's how I've built my team here. But definitely building up that salary cap helps. And it just takes time. You can save up and not spend a bunch of coaching credits elsewhere, but yeah, that's kind of my strategy there. So let me know if you have other questions. If you think differently, I always like to learn from people. I have my play style, how I like to go about things, but obviously, to each their own. You can play however you would like. That's the fun thing about Retro Bowl. Build your team however you want to, play on whatever difficulty you want to, and just ball out, have a bunch of fun. Yeah, thanks. Have a great day, and let me know if you want to see something else. So, yeah, talk to y'all later.